Today we're going to make homemade butter caramel popcorn. You may want to pause here for the ingredients and the preparation methods. Today we're going to make homemade caramel popcorn. You know, when you go to cinemas and you enjoy the popcorn there and you wonder like how easy it is to make at home, it's actually very simple to make at home. So I'm going to show you how to do it. These are the ingredients, and you can of course choose to make as much as you need. I'm only one person, so I have about maybe 1/3 cup of corn kernels. These are dried corn kernels which are hard. Right? We'll need some vegetable oil. We'll need for this amount 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, and butter. Right? So if you're using salted butter, then you may not need the salt. It's good to put in a bit of salt to balance the sugar. So we'll start by frying the corn. So first thing is we need a metal pot, and we're going to just turn on the flame, small flame. Make sure the flame is actually small. We'll put in about 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Alright, we'll put the corn kernels into the oil. What we're going to do right now is to just coat the corn kernels with the oil. Now it's very important right now that the flame is actually small. You want to slowly roast the corn kernels. Okay, we don't want them to pop right now. We're going to slowly heat them up until it swells, and then when it starts popping, we will turn on the heat a little higher. So we'll just leave it to heat up and fry. So I'm leaving the video on so I can just show you that the flame is on, so it's a small flame. Okay, so this is, you can see like the corn kernels are swelling up to almost a round shape. Okay, so it should start popping fairly soon. Okay, so you can see the first popping. We're going to cover this and we're going to turn up the heat a little bit higher. And it'll start popping soon. Keep the flame high so that most of the kernels will pop. Give it a shake so that the corn kernels will sit down at the bottom. Alright, so when the popping almost stops, okay, we can turn off the flame right now. So there should be a good percentage of corn kernels pop already. Alright, so flame's off. Okay, we'll open this thing up. And you can see like the corn kernels have popped very well into very big sizes of popcorn. Okay, what we're going to do right now is we're going to tip this over out into a big bowl. Okay, and we don't want to pour in all the bottom because there could be some kernels that have not been popped, and we'll remove those non-pop kernels. Okay, so now we want to make the caramel. Small flame. In goes the sugar and that small pinch of salt. Okay, all of it. Now it's a good time to just add in a slight splash of water. Like that. That's to just help the sugar dissolve and caramelize. Alright, we don't want to really stir this. We want just to heat it up. If you want more caramel on it, you can add more sugar. So I'm going to cook this in a slow flame until it starts to turn brown, because we added some water. The water will evaporate and then the sugar will start turning brown. I'm going to give it a shake. Okay, you can see it's turning brown now. Now we want to just be a bit careful now. Okay, just want to cook it a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit more brown. Okay, I'm going to turn down the heat now. Just a little bit more brown. Okay, it's brown enough. Okay, I'm going to add in the butter right now. Just about a tablespoon of butter will be fine. You can leave the flame on small. A bit more butter. Okay, we can turn off the flame now. Okay, so I'm going to dip the popcorn back into the caramel and we'll start stirring it around and coat it. I hope I can see this. Okay, you want to stir this as best as you can. I'm going to put some of this other popcorn that has fallen out back, and be careful, it's actually very hot right now. Okay, try to get as much of the caramel onto the popcorn as possible. You can feel like the popcorn is getting stickier because as the sugar cools down it starts to clump to each other, which is fine. Remember, the flame is actually off right now. We don't want to burn the sugar. Alright, so I'm going to tip this out into a bowl, like here. Okay, so you can see our caramel popcorn. We'll let this cool. Do not attempt to eat it right now, you'll burn yourself. So after a minute or two, you can hear that the popcorn is almost solidified, the sugar. And this is a very delicious recipe. It's buttery, salty, sweet, and taste of smoky caramel. So you can easily try this at home. Just be careful when you make it. The sugar is actually very hot when it's caramelized. Just be careful of that time. Okay, you can try this and enjoy.